Okay, if you're this defensive player for the Suns right here, you're fine right here. You're doing fine, okay? Let Kyle Lowry take this three. When you move your feet up like this, that's how Kyle Lowry blows by you and gets to the rim, collapses the defense in an open three. This player doesn't set a screen, yet this Suns defender is going to react like he is. Look at this Suns defender. Look at him react like a screen's going to get set. There is no screen. So now this player blows right by you to the rim for two. Okay, if you're Devin Booker guarding away from the ball, you have to be in a defensive stance and a wide stance. Let's take a look at that wide stance. Nope. And then secondly, are his feet set? Nope. Look at his feet, how they're still moving backwards. So now you don't get out to the three-point line. I mean, this is just an egregious gamble. Look at this. You have no chance at this steal. So now you just gave up an open three. Not guard Gabe Vincent like this. Just slide your feet, okay? Look, this isn't sliding your feet. You're pressing up to Gabe Vincent. So he's going to take the fact that you're doing that and create his own space. See that? Now you have no chance of guarding this ball screen. Again, you cannot lean towards the screen. Look at this player here. He just leaned towards the screen. So now look, this is a 2-on-1 now. Thanks. So now it's an easy Heat too. The stagger screen being set by the Heat. Stop. So right here, you've got to go under this first one, over this second one. Look, when you go over the first one, see, look at this space. Now you have no chance on the second one. So it's Duncan Robinson can curl and get into the lane for two. What is happening here? You are guarding this player for the Heat. Why do you just all of a sudden stop guarding this player for the Heat? And one. Don't lean towards the screen. Watch this Suns defender here. Look at you leaning towards the screen. So now you get blown by the other way. Draws help, dunk. You have to have your feet set if you're guarding away from the ball in the gaps. Look at this Suns defender here. Look at his feet. See how his feet are moving in? Now you're never getting back outward. Okay, so the Suns just don't know how to guard a down screen. Right here, down screen. This player whose man is setting this down screen needs to get attached with his arms out. So this player cannot curl. This player is able to curl directly off of it. Look at the space now off this handoff. So it's right to the rim for two now. Not give Bam Adebayo this space here. Look at the space that DeAndre Ayton's giving him. What does that mean? That means that he doesn't feel your body until he's already in the paint. That's way too late. There's no such thing as jogging in transition. Look at this Suns player jog. Jog, jog, jog some more. If he had sprinted, he'd be here. And now there's no place for this Heat player to go. But instead, he's not there. So now this player's going to be able to go to work one-on-one. Easy too. So this player guarding on the ball does a great job of getting over the top of the screen. Look at this. He's defending fine. And this player's dribble's now picked up. So this player here, all he needs to be doing is getting out to his man. But he's standing in no man's land and gambles, so it's an open three. Okay, so here's your problem. Devin Booker is getting to the middle of nowhere. There is no Miami Heat player in this vicinity here. So get over and find a body to guard. Devin Booker just guarding nobody. So of course you give up a layup. All right, so this player gets over the top of the screen, but this gamble is why? Look at this player. Look at the gamble. Right there, you're swiping at the ball. That's when Jimmy Butler has the angle now to power through you and get in the paint for two. Okay, I don't understand why Devin Booker is just giving this player this part of the floor. Look at this. He's giving him this part of the floor. But if you want to send him somewhere, send him to the middle where there's no place to go. But instead, you just give this Heat player that part of the floor and he hits a layup. Don't just give Jimmy Butler the lane like this. Please hedge and get him out of the lane. This big has no place to roll to. Devin Booker is standing and waiting in backside help. But instead, you give Jimmy Butler the lane, and, I mean, it's just an open jumper from there. Don't lean towards the screen. Look at this. You are leaning towards the screen. Now that draws a second defender, which means Dwayne Dedmon's wide open for three. Don't gamble. Here's your gamble. Look at this gamble right there at nothing. So now Jimmy Butler blows past you. That draws help. And yet again, Dwayne Dedmon's open for three. I mean, again, if you're this player on the Suns in transition, you get back to bodies, not just the middle of nowhere. This Suns player just got back to the middle of nowhere, not to a body. So now this player for the Heat's wide open for three. Gotta look at a player's chest when you're guarding him one-on-one. Jimmy Butler's not going to move anywhere with this jab step right there. See this jab step? He hasn't moved anywhere. Yet watch this Suns defender. This Suns defender is going to drop back. So now that's when Jimmy Butler busts you right into the lane for two. If you're Devin Booker, please just guard one-on-one straight up and slide with Bam Adebayo, okay? This gamble here just murders you. So now Adebayo's into the lane and it's an and one. Again, what is Devin Booker doing? Why are you just giving this player a straight line to the rim? Why don't you flip your hips? And now if this player goes somewhere, he's walking right into help. But, I mean, what do you think happens? All right, if you want to double Jimmy Butler with this Suns player here, then you've got to be ready to rotate along the perimeter. Like on this pass right here that Jimmy Butler makes, this player's got to rotate here. This player rotates here, and this player comes up. But there's not a single rotation. So, I mean, obviously you give up an open three. Player for the Suns is doing fine guarding one-on-one defensively. The question is, what is Devin Booker doing, okay? You cannot fall asleep on your man. There's nothing to worry about here. That player's doing fine, but you fall asleep on your man and you give up an open three to Kyle Lowry.